Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're jumping right into the latest with the Sister Wives saga. Specifically, some pretty interesting moves from Meri Brown recently. We're looking at commentary from the Without a Crystal Ball YouTube channel, too.
Right, and it potentially ties back into some really long-standing family issues, things viewers have seen for years.
Exactly. Like, if you remember back, quite a while ago, jealousy was always a huge thing.
Oh, absolutely. A central theme, you could argue. And Christine, she was particularly open about it, wasn't she?
Very. Especially about Kody's time, how it
Yeah.
wasn't, shared equally.
And that really seemed to ramp up after Robyn joined the family.
Definitely. Which brings us to that 2015 tell-all, the one Tamron Hall hosted.
Ah, yes. That was quite a moment.
It really was. Christine just laid it out there, her jealousy about Kody's time. And watching it back,
Wow.
what stands out?
Just how uncomfortable everyone looked, The other wives, mostly silent. Kody looked super defensive, almost cornered. Yeah, it felt like Christine finally said the quiet part out loud.
And the silence from the others.
Yeah.
It spoke volumes, didn't it?
It really did. Like, okay, we all know this is true, but nobody else is going to touch it. And Kody's reaction just confirmed how sensitive that topic was for him.
He definitely didn't want to go there publicly.
Not at all.
Okay, so let's fast forward to now, because this is where it gets really interesting. Meri Brown.
Right.
She's scheduled to appear on Tamron Hall's show.
Tamron Hall. Now, that's significant given the history.
Exactly. Tamron hosted those early tell-alls, including the 2015 one we just talked about.
The very one where Christine dropped the jealousy bomb. And then Tamron wasn't hosting anymore after that, was she?
Nope, that was apparently her last one with them.
So, Meri choosing that show, it says something. Tamron wasn't exactly known for soft questions back then.
No, she pushed them. You could see the discomfort sometimes.
So for Meri to go on there now, especially after, leaving Kody, it signals a change.
A big one. She was always sort of operating within the family rules before, it seemed.
Right. Choosing a host known for being direct suggests, well, maybe she's ready to talk more freely, confront some old narratives.
And that lines up with what Without a Crystal Ball is saying. They called it a potentially shocking move.
Okay, why? Why shocking specifically?
Well, their claim is that people who asked, let's say, unwelcome questions on those old tell-alls, especially questions aimed at Kody, they weren't asked back. The channel uses the word fired, actually.
Fired. Oh. Wow. So unwelcome questions probably means anything challenging Kody's narrative or the family's carefully crafted image.
That seems to be the implication, yeah. Questions about time, money, fairness. The stuff Kody visibly bristled at.
Gotcha. So the suggestion is there was pressure to keep things smooth, avoid the really tough stuff.
Right. So Meri going on Tamron's show now.
Yeah.
Think about how Meri used to be in those situations.
Well, back in the day when Christine brought up the jealousy, Meri didn't exactly jump to support her, did she?
No. Neither did Robyn, really. They often seem to kind of downplay it, minimize Christine's feelings.
Yeah, more aligned with Kody's perspective or trying to keep up that united front, maybe?
So for her to now go sit down with Tamron Hall.
It's a definite shift, a big departure from that earlier role she played.
It really makes you think. And you almost have to connect it to her leaving Kody, right?
Absolutely. The commentary suggests this is something she'd never have done while still married to him.
Which hints at maybe feeling unable to speak freely before, or just wanting to avoid rocking the boat internally.
Could be. And look at her public image now, too. It seems quite different.
Yeah, the mention of her at that award show, the Global Beauty Awards, in that dress, the black one with the shoulders out.
And her social media seems, I don't know, more positive, more liberated.
Totally. And there was that comment about how, in the past, she might have even judged other wives, not Leon, obviously, for dressing like that.
Right. Which, if true, really highlights a possible personal evolution. She's expressing herself differently now.
It definitely feels like a new chapter. And speaking of promotion and public image, Without a Crystal Ball pointed something else out.
Oh.
About the current season's promotion. They noted that Kody and Robyn have done, like, 0 on-camera interviews.
0. That is interesting. Usually the main stars are all over the promotion circuit.
Right. But apparently it's been mostly Meri, Christine, and Janelle doing the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
Even after leaving the marriage.
Huh. That tells you something about the current state of affairs, doesn't it? Maybe Kody and Robyn don't want to face the music.
Or face the kinds of questions they might get. Especially without the control of their own show's tell-all format.
Could be. They might see any outside interview as potentially hostile territory.
Which loops us right back to Meri and Tamron Hall.
Exactly. If Tamron's show is seen as that kind of challenging environment, maybe even hostile by Kody and Robyn,
Hmm.
and considering the history, the alleged firing for tough questions, what does Meri walking right into that environment signal?
That's really the million-dollar question here, isn't it?
Yeah.
What does it say about where Meri's head is at now? About her relationship, or lack thereof, with Kody and Robyn?
Is it defiance? Is it just wanting her own voice heard, finally, without the old filters?
It gives us a lot to think about. Thanks for digging into this with us today. It really makes you wonder, what is Meri signaling about her readiness to define her own story now? Something to keep pondering.